Right. So let's take a look at our rotation, right? The subheading rotation. Right, we can try and do this through today. We need protractors. I will try to get you one. Who did a protractor? Oh, didn't bring nothing, right? So it share somehow, right? Oh, they have one there? Protractor? But I think it comes from a protractor. You have a circle. You have a circle. Can I have one there? Right. You have one good. Yeah. 1.5 circle. On university. All right. Head application. Oh, they have that. Oh, they have one. They have one.
Yes.
I have two. Yeah. They need an example. All right, so how do we define a rotation, right? In order for us to define a rotation, right? In order for us to define a rotation, we need a few things, right? You all remember translation, we need a vector, the slide, and reflection, we needed a what? A mirror line, right? We need a mirror line. So a translation, we needed a vector, right? We needed a vector, and a reflection, we needed a mirror line, right? Those were two things that we needed. Now for rotation, right? So to perform a rotation, right? So to perform a rotation, here's what we need. Number one, we need the center of rotation. We need the point that we're doing the rotation from. So we need center of rotation. All right. What else we need? After we need that, we need to get direction of rotation. We need to get direction of rotation. What that simply means is it clockwise or is it anti-clockwise? And the last thing we need is the angle of rotation. Last thing we need is the angle of rotation, clockwise. Right? I mean, they'll give you the angle. Is it 90 degrees? Is it 180 degrees? Or is it 270 degrees? Right? Who need a protractor here? Let me see. No, they have one semicircle. All right. Here's what you're doing for me, right? Draw up your circle. Draw up your circle. Sorry, why I say draw up your circle? All kind of thing that's going on, right? Right? Draw up your line, take your graph, split your graph in 4. Split your graph in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Remember, today is no physics, right? Physics was last night. Okay. You log in here, you log in out, you log in for a little while, Jeremy. His name is Jeremy. What's the name again? No, sing. What's the name again? Amir. No, you log in last night? Physics. Somewhere you log in last night. Huh? Jeremy. Who's Jeremy then? Jeremy. Yeah. Oh, Jeremy. But it wasn't Jeremy. He's not doing physics. Somebody else.
What?
Right. Who did one again? Leon. Well, did one? I want to get a full circle, right? I don't have any more half. Same thing. Same thing, right? Make sure you come back, please. Right? You don't be going one thing, right? I don't want to go over one thing no more. Right, 30? Don't go with it, huh?
Whoa, that's crazy.
All right. So nice. So we're gonna take a look at how to do a transformation, right? You will need your protractor and you'll need a ruler. This time I have a ruler. Have a ruler. Have a ruler. Right? So ready? So the first thing I want you to do for me, I want you to plot a triangle. Right? I want you to plot the triangle. Let's plot it here. 2, 2 is 2, 2, 2, 5. B is 2, 5. And I want you to plot C. Let's put it at about 5, 2. Right? Do me a favor and plot this triangle. Plot this triangle here. Right? This is A, B, C. Someone ready? Plot that triangle there for me. And we're gonna perform our first rotation. Right? We're going to perform our first rotation. Take your time, plot it. Get a triangle and label it up. Right? Label it A, B, C. Ready? All right. So our first transformation, our first rotation. So rotation number one, I'm going to give you all things you need there, right? So the first thing I'm going to give you the center. We are going to perform a rotation about the center 0, 0. The second thing I will give you is the direction. Let us do it clockwise. Let's do it clockwise. And let's do it 90 degrees. All right? So we can perform those three things. Ready? So watch this here. Take a look first. I'll show you one and then you'll perform it on the next one. Here's what you're doing. So the first thing you're doing, identify a center. Right? And then draw a broken line. Your solid lines only belong to a given shape. The broken lines are the direction and thing, right? Draw a broken line from A to O. Let's call it center O, right? And measure the length of it. Do that for me. Draw a line from A to O and measure its length. Draw a line A to O and measure its length. Huh? Oh, yeah, so block it. Hurry up. Oh, man, it's slow, right? Online. Are you okay there? Jeremy, you doing it? Jeremy, you joined us? All right. I want to see it after. I want to see it after. All of you online. I want to see all the diagrams. Right. Draw a line from A to the center and measure the exact length. Exact. Finish? And you can write it down. Gotta be exact, yeah? Exact, exact, exact. Right. When you finish now, here's what you're going to do. When you finish, you're going to use the protractor. Place your middle point here. Right? Place the center to line up with this blue line. And I want you to measure 90 degrees. So you're going to place it at the, you also do the same thing here. So that'll be a 90 degree and it come across here. And that will be a 0 degree line. So from here to here, that's 90. All right? Place the middle, place the center of your protractor at the center rotation and line up this broken line with 90 degrees. And from there, measure 90 so that will go back all the way back to 0 here. And just draw a little dot. And then draw a little dot. You'll see now? Watch it again. Center goes on the center. And you want to measure 90. There's two ways you can do it. You can place it like this. And then from here to here, measure your 90. Anyone can work for me. Right? You could take a 0 line here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Put a little full stop at 90. Right? Put a little dot at 90. And when you finish, please draw in pencil. Right? When you finish, watch this here. When you finish, whatever the length of the line was, I want you to draw back. Whatever the length of the line is, draw back that exact length through that point. So if that was 2 centimeters, come here and measure 2 centimeters. Wherever you stop, that is your rotated, that's the rotation of A under these three conditions. If you do it perfectly, it should be at the point 2 minus 2. Check it and see. Yeah? Will you get it online? It should be exactly at 2 minus 2. Online message, please, if you get it. Everybody online and message, please. Exactly at 2 minus 2. Should be exactly right. Yeah. Exactly. The left side. But I'm not. I think we can do at least four or five. You graph it for the food this week and you got it for next week. Right? Have a graph book, so you have all the info in it. Right? But I get you online there? I'm gonna say something going on, Simon. But let's make sure that they're. Agent all again, Annalie, Anya, Crystalline, Anya there, let me make sure Anya message in. Anya, you getting value? Anya. Oh, we phone Anya. All right. Are you okay with that? So if you do it properly, it should be exactly at the coordinate. It shouldn't be in between. It shouldn't be at 1.7, 1.9 and thing. If you measure properly, it should be exactly at the point. Right? Normally it's a mixture of these points here. So next one is what? 5, 2. Right? Next one is 5, 2. We gotta do the same thing again. Right? Draw a broken line from 5 all the way to 0. Right? Draw a broken line from here. Measure 90 degrees. Do it again. Measure 90 degrees. Same thing again. Measure 90 degrees. 90 is about here for me. And then draw back the line. I got it there. 2 minus 5. See for again, 3 prime. 2 minus 5. Check it out. See if we get that online. I got 2 minus 5. Look at that. 2 minus 5. Yeah. Do C prime one time. Oh, sorry. I label that bad. That's C prime. Do B prime one time, please. Do B prime one time. Do the same thing again. Very good. Trouble. Right? Do B prime one time. Right? After you do A prime, and you do C prime, do P prime, then connect it up. Connect it up, and you have your rotated chain. Right? And if you do C properly, so if you do B properly, same thing. Measure your 90. So that's 2.5. So that might be 5.2. Right? Draw a little line. Right? Notice that it should be the same size, right? ABC should be the same size as A prime, B prime, C prime. These two triangles are the same size. Let's see if you get it. Right? So technically what we did is we rotate this clockwise 90 degrees. About 0, 0. That's okay? Any questions online? Annalie, any questions? Okay. Bob, any questions? Jason, are you okay? Noria? Right, so we just rotate this triangle ABC, right, clockwise 90 degrees. Are you okay with that? Noria, are you there? Everybody okay with this? Right? So basically, this steps number one, the first step, you draw your line to the center, you measure the length, measure your angle, and then you draw the equal length, right? Are you okay with that? So just take some general steps, right? So you remember it next week, hopefully.
And then we could also do the thing include somebody body.
Kind of. It work out nice when it's 0, 0, but there are questions where it may not be 0, 0.
Because like if you want to right, somebody value remain the same, I think you'll see X on it's remaining the same, and just the Y influence sign.
Yeah, something will be like that.
So
Right?
we had a rotate the other, we again figure that influence the X value now.
But if I change the center, the whole thing changes. Right? So that's what you have to do it. All right. So just do my favor, take these steps here. Take these steps. Right? Steps to do a rotation. Number one, connect the object. Connect the object point. Just some general steps here to remember, right? Connect the object point to the center and measure the length of the line. Connect the object point to the center and measure the length of the line. Step two, using that line. Step two, using that line. measure the corresponding angle using that line. Measure the corresponding angle in the direction of rotation. In the direction of rotation. Step 3, draw a line of equal length. Draw a line of equal length, complete the angle into part 2. Draw a line of equal length to complete the angle measured in part 2. So stop, the end of this line is your image. At the end of this line is your image. Give it up. Last time, next one I want you to do for me, same thing. Same triangle, right? Same triangle, ABC. Instead of right, I wanted to change it from now. Actually, leave it that way. Center 0, 0, but instead go anti-clockwise. Go anti-clockwise and let's keep it at 90 degrees. Right? So instead of coming here, you are going that way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you're using back the same lines and you measure and you work it out. No, same graphic.
Yeah, very applicable. Technically, that means if we not meet the 90 degrees, because if we not meet the 90 degrees.
Yeah, you can kind of get. Right, so I want you to go anti-clockwise 90 degrees. You're going anti-clockwise 90 degrees.
So same graph or different graph?
Yeah. What's up?
Same graph using or using
Yeah,
like
graph even, same graph even. Same graph even, right? The other people there with the graph. Right, so remember it should line up nice again. It should line up nice on some points, right? Again, this is 0, 0. It can be done on anything, right? Did I show you how to do construction? Bisecting. No, because we have to do that as well, right? I will show you how to bisect. So we never did bisection on thing. I do that so much on the class, but bisecting. Right, so you're doing the same thing again. Come in here, measuring your length, and you're reaching here. So let's call it A double prime. Right? You're doing the same thing again, and you're measuring 90 degrees of it coming up here. I see double prime, and your B, when it come here, 90 degrees might be about here. So did it look like this? Look like that? Rotation, the rotation looking like a reflection, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay with that? Copy it down. Right? I want to show you. I feel like show you one more right there. Hello? See that problem. Anybody can tell me, you okay with us? You can do that. Just have the test next week, yeah? Right? Right. Anybody can tell me how to go from here to here? Or you call that? Here to here. How are we doing that? Reflection. All right. Reflection and what? Reflection and what? A reflection could be a quality for something else. Based on what we're doing today. How do you go from here to here? 180 degrees. Right? So you do a rotation. If you do a rotation 180 clockwise or anti-clockwise, you'll end up right in. All right. So if you do a rotation clockwise or anti-clockwise, you'll go from here to here. All right. So if I ask you to describe the transformation fully that goes from here to here, you'll tell me that, right? To write this down? Yeah, all three things. Write this down. Describe fully the transformation. Describe fully the transformation. Describe fully the transformation. Describe fully the transformation from A prime, B prime, C prime. Describe fully the transformation from A prime, B prime, C prime to A double prime, P double prime, C double prime. A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Right? What would it be?
Oh, that's okay.
It will be center 0, 0, anti-clockwise 180, or center 0, 0, clockwise 180. Are you okay with that? So those three things will describe it. Center, write it down, center 0, 0, center 0, 0, In a clockwise, it don't matter, clockwise or anti-clockwise, you'll get to the same point, 180 degrees. All right, because I have all it to do with some graph paper, I want to show you enlargement one time. Right? So you can borrow our next graph page. Right, you need one more graph page. And I want to show you enlargement. I want to show you enlargement, right? I have your drawing already today, so I'll make your drawing one time. All right, let's set up enlargement now. Set up enlargement. Right? So an enlargement now, you basically should get something larger, right? Okay, so we're going to do an enlargement here. Set up enlargement. What do you have one? Right, take a small look at enlargement. Take a small look at enlargement. An enlargement. An enlargement either maximizes or minimizes an enlargement either maximizes or minimizes the original shape. The original shape. Either maximizes or minimizes the original shape. Right. Set up in enlarge and sure, right? Change those two words some enough, please. Enlarge and shrink. Instead of maximize and minimize, change it to enlarge and shrink. Enlarge or shrink. Based on the following: center and scale factor. Based on the center and scale factor. Based on center and scale factor. Based on center and scale factor. Right, just do my favor. Do my favor, draw this one, please. Set it up and draw this one, please. Right, set it up again and draw this. to the exact same shape, right? 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. To the exact same shape. Might be a little small, but it will work for our purpose, all right?
Can I have one CM block?
Ready? Okay, everybody have it?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do a center. We're gonna do a center of 0, 0 and a scale factor of 3. Scale factor 3. So what that means is that our dimension should be 3 times bigger. Right? Here's how you're doing it. Come on, ready? You don't need to push after here, you just need a ruler. A well-ruled ruler. Make sure it's well ruled. Ready? A ruler of all rulers. Ready? Whatever ruler. Who's the ruler? You are the ruler. All right. So watch here. So we're gonna try to do a scale factor of 3. Whenever it's a positive scale factor, your image should be here. If it's a negative scale factor, I'll make you do it, the image is here. Okay? So when your image on the same side as the center, that will be a positive scale factor. When your image on the opposite side is a negative scale factor. Here's how you're doing the image. Online, if you get lost, let me know, right? So you're going from the center to the point, drawing the line. Measure the length of the line. From the center to E, draw a line and measure its length. Here's the way to be exact, right? Way to be exact. From the center, measure its length. And then, when you do that, measure the length. Multiply by 3. So measure the length of the line and then multiply it by 3. I have to average, right? 2. All right, here's what you're doing now. When you measure your length, and multiply it by 3, let's pretend this is 1 centimeter. You have to draw a line from the center along E 3 times as long. Right? So if this is 1 centimeter, you are going to draw a line 3 centimeters long. Right? So that might be right here. That'll be A prime. So you're drawing a line 3 centimeters long. Okay, well, 3 times as long. So whatever you have here, whatever you have, if you have 1.5 or whatever, multiply by 3. Well, again, if you do it properly, it should be exactly at a proper point, like 3 minus 3. Well, again, 3, exactly at 3. Right? Once you do it properly. Then let's go again. Draw a line from here to here. Draw a line from there to there and draw it 3 times as long, right? Draw it 3 times as long. Right? That'll give you a C prime. Draw the line 3 times as long. And then do the same thing again with B, and it should get P prime. That should be an enlarged figure. Any questions online? So you're measuring from here to here. Whatever you get, multiply by 3 and draw a line along this line, along E, right? Along OA, draw it 3 times as long. Right? 3 times as long, and where it stops, that's A prime. Do the same thing here, B prime, same thing here, C prime. And now you should have a shape where AC is 3 times as long as A prime, C prime is 3 times as long as AC. Right? So when you work out A prime, C prime, it should be 3 times as big. Right, Jeremy, again, should I ask another quick check? But it should be an exact point, right? I got A prime to be 3, 3, I got B prime to be 3, 6, and I got C prime to be 6, 3. Again, it's gotta be exact. Get it? Gotta be exact. Gotta be I should be exact line and then multiply by 3.
Yeah, everything automatically does and yes. Like the beauty reflection, you just click your base point and you just like take how much you want it out and
Right, same measuring. To get the scale factor, this divided by this is the scale factor. This line divided by this is the scale factor. This line divided by this line should be a scale factor. Right? So these lengths should be 3 times. This should be 3 times bigger than this. This should be 3 times bigger than this.
in theory, you could be scale back and study other, well, put your other portion by rotation and by using the rotation and then.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Right, but generally you rotate. No, not really. No, you don't really rotate that. But if you reflect this entire thing,
Yeah.
If you reflect it along this line or you rotate 180,
Because
you
if
will
they
get it.
reflect the travel, the enlargement, it could just reflect it.
Or you can rotate it 180.
Yeah.
And you'll get it. Right? Nice. So you learn how to do our enlargement. Now on your own, I want you to do this enlargement here from a center 0, 0, but the scale factor, which is K, the symbol for scale factor. Scale factor is -3 this time. -3 this time. So how you gonna draw the line now? So instead of drawing a line this way, you draw the line This,
That's
right? You come on the opposite side. You all know what the answer should be, right? So
Yeah.
try to make sure it works that way, right? Right online? Jonathan, you getting through? Matthew? Maria, are you getting through? Another picture, I want to see it, right? Matthew, are doing it right? Matthew, Nuria. So I want you to do the enlargement now for me on the opposite side. Where is Nuria? Nuria. Annalie, nice. I see yours. Ready?
that's it.
Scale factor of -3. Are you okay with that? But again? Are you up? So you're going this way instead. So you're going this way 3 times. So it should be around here. A double prime should be at -3. Right? Then you do it again. That's just C double prime. and your B double prime might be here. Wait, that real awkward.
And you could just like multiply it.
That's more, but you still have to show your broken lines and think how you get it. But yes, you can. All right. So that's it then.
Just
This is supposed to be 3 times this. This is supposed to be 3 times this, and this is supposed to be 3 times. Are you okay with that?
it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
System.
like
Sometimes you had to draw it, sometimes they would give you the image and you had to figure out the other way around. That's how we do it next week, right? You had to be able to go the other way around. Right? So you see how precise you have to be? But some of them you recognize, you can figure it out, right? 1, 1. Once it's 0, 0, 1, 1, you multiply by 3 and 3, and you will get it, you will get the image. All right? Once you do it properly, you should always end up at a nice point. Right? No decimals. Once you do it properly. Good one time. All right. So what are the 4 transformations that we did? Translation, reflection, rotation, enlargement. So the way questions will come is they will give you a diagram, they will give you a graph, and you have to figure out based on where the object and image is, which one it is. Are you okay with that? So next week we're gonna take a look at this, trying to figure out which one it is and be able to describe it, right? Right, before we wrap up, that's one thing I want to find out from you, right? Suppose I wanted to know, suppose I didn't know anything. Suppose you just had this and this. How you would know the scale factor? Huh? Right. If you scale factor on the opposite side, then we could just divide this and this and get a scale factor. All right, that's one. How do you think we could get it center? Suppose you didn't have all of this. You just have to rub it off. Suppose you didn't have all of this. Suppose that's all you have. How you would figure out the center? Connect the right. Connect the A and the A prime, connect the B and the B prime, connect the C and the C prime. And the point of intersection will be your center. Right? If you're on the opposite side, it's negative. If you're on the same side, it's positive. All right? So your homework is to tell me how to identify these individuals. I'm giving you a diagram. So your homework will tell me how to identify each one of these. Make a note before you forget. Your homework, make a note of your homework before you forget. You know, put this here. I never get any homework, I never see that before. Everybody here in the groups?
Yep.
Everybody in the groups, right? Yeah, add you. But I add marks, I'm sorry. It's a John, right? Yeah, add you. And add you that. Nathan, you get in the group? Well, add it to the add marks. Nathan, for the last name again. So your homework is I want you to convert all of them and tell me how to work in reverse, right? How to determine the transformation given on the diagram. That's the homework. All right.
Yeah.
Alright, online, you also log out. Yeah. Right, that's it, audience. Right, you can go ahead tomorrow, next week, we shall continue from here, but working with birds, right? Right, remember no physics today,